Okay, so let's get right into it. We're going to be talking about one of the most haunting figures in all of literature, Alexei Kirillov. Now, on the surface, he's just this quiet, gentle engineer. But underneath all that, there's a philosophical ambition so radical, so extreme, it ends with a revolver. And this quote, this is the key to everything. It's the absolute core of who he is. It's a statement that just completely redraws the map of what it means to be human. It's powerful, it's disorienting, and it sets up a pretty terrifying choice. So that's the big mystery we're going to unpack today. You have to understand, this was not a suicide that came from despair or sadness. No. This was a calculated, philosophical act, one he believed would literally change the world. It's a journey into a mind that is, at the same time, brilliant and completely mad. To really get Kirillov, you first have to get his logic. And the thing that's so unsettling about it is just how airtight it is. It's sealed inside its own perfect, terrifying system. Just look at this. This shows you his whole worldview in a nutshell. For him, there is no middle ground. It's totally black and white. Either God exists and we're all basically slaves to his will, or God doesn't exist, and that means humanity is completely, totally free. And what's the ultimate way to express that freedom? Well, for Kirillov, it's to become God yourself. And this brings us to his most important idea, self-will. Now, this isn't just about being stubborn. For Kirillov, this is a massive metaphysical statement. He believes the one thing that proves God has power over us is our fear of death. So he figures, if a man can conquer that fear, if he can actually choose his own end, he shatters the whole illusion of God. He liberates all of humanity and becomes the first of a new kind of man, the man-God. But, this cold, hard logic, that's only half the story. The real paradox, the thing that makes Kirillov so fascinating, is the man himself. We've already kind of established this side of him, right? His mind is like a flawless crystal, reflecting this single horrifying idea with absolute perfect clarity. He follows his logic all the way to the end, and he never flinches. But then, there's this. He's this incredibly tender man. And at first you think, wait, that's a contradiction. But it's not. It's actually a direct result of his philosophy. See, in a universe without a God, the only thing truly worthy of love is other people. His tenderness is so intense because he knows it's all finite. He loves people with this desperate kind of purity, the kind of love you have when you know that tomorrow, for you, none of it will exist. So when we get to his final act, it's not just an act, it's a performance. It's this carefully built ritual that's meant to replace the old religion with something new. What it is, really, is an atheist's crucifixion. The instrument of his salvation, the symbol of his brand new divinity. It isn't a piece of wood. It's a piece of cold, hard metal. And his sacrifice, it doesn't happen on some big hill for everyone to see. No, it happens in a desolate, empty room, the perfect stage for an act of supreme cosmic loneliness. And this part is just brilliant. It really shows the tragic absurdity of the whole thing. The Holy Sacrament, the Eucharist, is replaced by a simple tea urn. It's this little touch of mundane domestic life right in the middle of a ceremony that's supposed to shatter the heavens. So he had this grand epic vision for his death, right? It was supposed to be this monumental event that would literally change the course of human history. The reality, though, well, it turned out to be something else entirely. This was the plan, a simple two-step process to save the world. His single act of supreme self-will was supposed to be the first domino to fall. It would inspire a whole wave of new human gods who would cast off their fear and remake the entire world. But the dominoes never fell. His profound, world-changing metaphysical sacrifice was just co-opted. A petty revolutionary used him as a convenient scapegoat to cover up a common murder. His grand gesture was reduced to a footnote in someone else's dirty little crime. And in his final moments, the tragedy is just complete. He tries to write out his final gospel for all of humanity, tout est bien, which means all is well, but he can't even finish the sentence. His great message to mankind just ends in an incoherent scribble. The message is completely lost. So why does this character from the 19th century still feel so chillingly relevant today? It's because he represents a kind of thinking that, well, it didn't die with him. And this is why he haunts us. He's the archetype of the person who follows a logical idea all the way to its most inhuman conclusion. He is the danger of an idea when it's completely detached from humanity. He is the quiet neighbor with a perfect, deadly plan. Ultimately, Kirillov forces every one of us to confront this question. It's that little whisper at the heart of our modern world. If life really is just a cosmic accident with no inherent meaning, then isn't the ultimate act of control, the ultimate act of creating meaning, choosing its end? And this is the final, crushing irony. Dostoevsky's answer to Kirillov's grand ambition is just merciless. He's suggesting that in a world without any higher meaning, your ultimate act of self-will, it's not going to be some grand triumph. It's just going to be another tool for someone else's petty, selfish little game. Your grandest gesture will be misunderstood, misused, and in the end, completely forgotten.